Picture this. You're standing in a hospital room with your sick father. He's in pain. The doctor walks in and starts asking questions. He wants to know what medications, what procedures have happened and when, symptoms, what happened last time, who said what. Your emotions are running high. You know the answers. You've been living it for weeks, but right now, the words won't come out the way you need them to. The details are right there on the tip of your tongue, and they're just not coming together. The doctor nods. He makes some notes and leaves the room. And the moment the door closes, it all comes back. The medication they changed 3 weeks ago. The thing the other specialist said, the symptom that had been happening for days that you forgot to even mention. And you're standing there thinking, he needed to know that. Did I just miss something important? I lived this with my father. I know that moment. And if you're caring for an aging parent right now, you might know it too. Today, I want to show you one practical thing that can change that experience. It's not a binder or a spreadsheet, a free tool that holds all of the information for you so that the next time a doctor walks into that room, you'll be ready. Less overwhelm and more time for you. You're listening to Mom Life Meets AI. I'm Carrie Wallace, mom and mindset coach. Here, you'll learn simple mindset shifts, smart tools, so you can reclaim your time and energy. Pull up a chair and let's get started. Here's what nobody tells you about being a caregiver. The hardest part is not just the medical stuff. It's just being the human bridge between every doctor, every specialist, every ER visit, and trying to hold all of it in your head so nothing falls through the cracks. Think about where your parents' medical information actually lives right now. There's the patient portal, maybe 2 or 3 of them if they see multiple specialists. There are discharge papers, some of which made it home and some maybe didn't. There's your own notes, the ones you typed into your phone while the doctor was talking, the sticky note you wrote in the waiting room, the text that you sent to your sister or brother after the appointment that's now disappeared somewhere in the message history. Somehow you're the one who's supposed to have all of it straight so you can accurately relay it to the next doctor. You care enormously. That's exactly why you're carrying all of this. The problem is not you. The problem is that critical medical information is scattered across too many places, and you've become the only thing holding it together. For us, it was often, when was his surgery? When was his last chemo treatment? When is his next one? What are some of the symptoms that he's had since then? What are the medications that he's been on? And what are they treating? It was so overwhelming. This is exactly where Notebook LM can help. It's a simple tool that's not complicated to figure out. And the best part is the base version is even free. You'll upload documents and it becomes a private research assistant that works only from what you've given it. For caregiving, that means that you create one notebook. Think of it like a folder. You put everything in it: appointment summaries, medication lists, discharge instructions, lab results, your own notes from all the different visits, and then instead of flipping through papers or scrolling through your phone looking for something, you just ask it a question and it'll find the answer from your documents with a reference to exactly where it found it. You don't have to remember, was that in a text I sent my brother right after the appointment he had in December? Or is that in my notes that I was typing while the doctor was talking? Or did I see that in the patient portal? You don't have to sit there and wander anymore. You've got this tool that will point you in the right direction as long as you pull all the information together and throw it in this one notebook. You can even use it to build a timeline of everything that's happened. It can summarize the medication changes across different doctor visits. It can pull out the symptoms that keep appearing across different appointments, and it can even create a clean, one-page summary that you can review or hand directly to your doctor before the next visit. This is just a tool to organize all of the information. It's not going to tell you what's wrong or what treatment to choose, but it'll help you access what you need and share it with the doctor who is helping you make those decisions. I wish that I could go back into that ER, the same rush through the doors and the same nurse at the intake desk asking for all of the details. But this time, I would have my phone. I would open Notebook LM. I can be confident that what I'm giving this doctor is accurate and not what I think I remember from the last visit. This isn't a small thing. It's the difference between a doctor making a decision with complete information and a doctor making a decision with whatever I could piece together under pressure. And beyond the ER, think about what this means for a regular specialist appointment. Your parent sees a cardiologist who doesn't know what the neurologist decided last week. You're the one who's supposed to bridge that gap. With Notebook LM, you can ask, what did the neurologist recommend at the last visit? And is there anything in these notes that the cardiologist should know? This way you walk in prepared and confident. You stop being the one trying to remember everything. Getting started is simpler than you might think. All you need is a free Google account. Go to notebooklm.google.com and select to create a new notebook. Name it something clear like your parent's name, then start uploading the information. You don't need to have everything perfectly organized. It doesn't matter what order you put it in. Start with whatever you have right now. Even if you just want to take some time right now and type up all the notes you can think of, then you can upload it into the tool and test functionality. Use your own judgment about what you want to upload, especially with the sensitive health information. This is an organizing tool and not for medical advice. Here are 3 simple prompts that you can try once you get some data in your notebook. I'll also put them in the show notes, and I'll include some additional ones on my website at momlifemeetsai.com. The first prompt is create a 1-page summary of all the current health information, including active conditions, medications, recent procedures, and treating physicians, as well as dates and medications. The second prompt is, based on these notes, what questions should I ask at the next appointment and what still seems unclear? And the third one is to create a brief summary of what has happened in the last 30 days that I can share with this new doctor or specialist. So before we close this out, I do want to say something completely unrelated to the tool itself. If you're the person in your family who keeps track of everything, the appointments, the medications, the details from all the specialists, the timeline of what happened when, you're carrying something that most people around you can't fully see. It is invisible labor in one of the hardest seasons a person can go through. When you're in that role, it's almost impossible to just be present, to just sit by the hospital bed and hold someone's hand without also running through what you need to remember to tell the next doctor. To just be the daughter. That's what a tool like this can give back. Not just organization or a cleaner document. It's the ability to offload enough of the mental load that you get to be present for the moments that matter. This is not about being flashy with AI. This is about functioning better in one of the hardest seasons of your life. And you deserve every tool that helps you do that. If you're carrying your parents' medical history in your head right now, go to notebooklm.google.com. Create 1 notebook. Upload 1 appointment summary and 1 medication list, and then ask it to create a 1-page summary you can use before the next visit. That's it. That's your whole first step. You don't need to have everything organized. Start with what you have right now. This is episode 1 of a 4-part caregiver series. Next week, we're going to be talking about how to use Notebook LM to coordinate care with your siblings and other caregivers. If you're in the thick of this right now, just know that you're not alone, you're not behind, and you're not failing. You're carrying something enormous, and you're doing it with love. Now you have 1 tool that will help you do it to the best of your ability. Tag me on Instagram at momlifemeetsai. I'd love to hear how you're using this tool. If this episode left you feeling clearer or more inspired, share it with a friend. Because us moms need to stick together. For more support and simple AI tools designed to help you reclaim your time, head over to momlifemeetsai.com and join our community. Thanks for listening. See you back here next week.